Philippe Nassif, Executive Director of In Defense of Christians, joins us in studio. Welcome to our program.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Many Christians from ISIS-liberated towns are really afraid of coming back. What needs to happen to make that comeback easier?
Sure, absolutely. Well, they're terrified. They've been persecuted. It's been declared a genocide by the United States government and international agencies. They've been driven from their homes. They've been killed en masse. ISIS has declared that they are infidel, that they do not belong on this earth, and that they need to be wiped out. So tens of thousands of them have fled the Nineveh province, which is traditionally one of the main areas of Christians in Iraq and the cradle of Christianity in the world. What needs to happen is we need to have an autonomous area for these people to be able to live freely and safely and worship.
So is that like creating an Israel? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's not creating an Israel, but what it is creating an area for them to live freely, perhaps a self-governing province. It's not an entire nation within a state, but it's in conjunction with the Iraqi government, sort of a federalized type form of government.
Okay, the campaign, let's move on to Mosul, has just started, and what is the situation there for people who have fled that city?
Sure, so it's rapidly fluid. It's changing by the day.
Right, minute by minute.
Minute by minute, but right now there are a lot of liberated areas that are traditional Christian villages just north of Mosul and the surrounding areas that have been liberated by, with United States assistance and the Iraqi military from ISIS militants. So people are starting to return to their homes. You've seen some of the images. They're starting to pick up the pieces of their lives, go see the churches, see the desecration, the bombings, the devastation. They don't entirely feel safe yet, but they're slowly making their way back. Mosul is still rapidly evolving itself in the city.
You know, what I can't understand is having to leave your home and then coming back and everything is completely decimated. You know, between 2003 and 14, at least 1,100 Christians have been murdered, so a lot of your family isn't even there. Do Christians have a future in the Middle East?
They do have a future.
Okay.
They have a future in the Middle East, and it should be a national security priority of the United States. In fact, it is. The first step is declaring it a genocide, so we've now recognized
right?
That's happened. We're one of the organizations that pushed to have it declared
Absolutely.
a genocide. That was the first step. The second step is recognizing that these people have a long history in the Middle East. In fact, they're some of the original inhabitants. They need areas that they can live freely and safely. And that's really our priority as an organization with other organizations, is to make sure that happens.
Thank you so much, Philippe Nassif, Executive Director of In Defense of Christians.
Thank you.